think we might go over that. So.
Well, we are live. Welcome, guys. This is the first of the SEO show.
What's
I'm
up?
Frank Schwartz, and my cohort is
Byron Lee.
Byron Lee. Byron, how you doing, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. You know, took a nice walk this morning and got all pumped up and put on my fancy clothes for the first show. So.
I know, I took a shower, man. I put a comb through my hair.
Yeah, I haven't even showered. I just kind of rolled out and put on a shirt, and I mean.
I smell good. I mean, I don't know if we got smell-o-vision yet, but
Well, that's why I like these. I mean, you know, I really don't have to smell good. So.
that's the internet lifestyle. I wanted to put out a real scientific survey and say, everybody who works from home, how often do you really shower? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I really, because I know there are some dudes out there that can push 3-4 days. You know, my wife won't let me, so that ain't happening.
I have a habit of showering every day, but lately I just, you know, I might shower in the afternoon. You know, it's not a big deal.
If I'm answering emails, man, I really don't care how funky I look.
Absolutely.
You know, it's just the way it is. Well, to kind of go over what this show is going to be about, what we plan on doing, Byron and I have been talking, and we've connected through SEO stuff, and you know, I do video SEO and some SEO on site, and he does a lot of client-based SEO stuff, and we said, well, there's no real education thing. There's a few shows out there and a few people who do videos and stuff, but there's nothing that's like talking about current as they happen situations. So we said, hey, well, let's get together and bullshit and see what happens. And well, this is episode 1 of the bullshit. So
it is. It is. I like that. Yeah, just like Frank said, client SEO. Been doing it for several years now, and just trying to expand into other areas. I really like, you know, like you said, there's a lot of people out there who really don't know what they're talking about, you know, and just kind of keeping people entertained and keeping people in the loop. And you know, there's a lot of business owners who want to do this themselves, or, you know, SEO agencies, you know, whoever's listening, I think we can definitely help you out and also entertain you at the same time. So.
Yeah. I mean, in SEO, with it, you know, it's kind of like a current events type thing. One, people think that Google updates every few months, every quarter, every other quarter, whatever, you know, like their page rank was and everything. And what they don't realize is they're actively got hundreds of people updating this stuff and the algorithms and the math all day long.
Oh, yeah, tweaking, moving things around. I mean, and then something will happen, and then all of a sudden everybody else finds out about it. It's not like they announce this stuff, so constant researching, I mean, all that.
Yeah, I have a site that literally has probably 10 pages on it, 10, maybe 20 pages on it. And I get daily updates of, you know, or hourly, it's whatever, when it moves in the SERPs. And I'll get it, and it'll say, your site for this keyword has exited the top 10. An hour later, it's like it's back in the top 10, you know, and it's out, and it's all, and I'm like, it's so funny just to watch because I'm just sitting there letting it do its thing. I don't feed it, you know, I don't do anything. I love just seeing the movement and going, you know, look at what it did in one day. Look how it popped in and out of the top 10 over and over again.
Yep. So, well, and that just proves the point. The constant testing. I mean, there's like the 200 ranking factors or whatever, and you know, nobody really knows what they all are, but pretty good idea of most of them, I would say. So
you know, and that's a frustration that I have, and I'm sure you've come across it, is you're talking to a potential client, or you know, a client that you've been around for a while, and they heard something or saw something or got invited to a webinar. And next morning, 8 a.m., they're on the phone, and they're like, hey, I heard this. We got to do this. And it's like, no, don't.
Exactly. The most common thing is like backlinks. I get called, oh, hey, how do I build 1,000 backlinks in 24 hours? And I'm like, well, I can definitely facilitate that for you, but you're probably definitely not going to last very long, you know, if it's the wrong shit. So
Exactly, and that's funny about the backlinks, because that kind of correlates to what I looked at this morning, because I saw somebody in a Facebook group, and they were explaining how they set up a page, and it was they typed in and they used mysite.me / the word category / and then the post title or page title, whichever it was, and I went, mysite.me. I'm going to look to see who owns that, and I popped it up, and it's, I think that one's for rent, or you can buy it in probably $50,000. But I was like,
10 million.
I wonder what mysite.com looks like. So I popped that up, and then I put it into Majestic SEO just real quick, and it was ridiculous. On our Facebook group, I posted the screenshot of it, and I think they had 1.8 million backlinks. And Majestic said, you might want to check out example.com. So I did. And they've got 8.5 million backlinks, and it's just from people posting things like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, why can I put up something and say, from now on, guys, when you're doing a demonstration, can you use this site.com for me? Is this my actual name or something? And I can get all these millions of backlinks.
Oh, yeah. Well, one I see all the time is the WordPress plugins and WordPress themes. I mean, I'll install a plugin. It's got this little blurb down there, and 10, 15,000 links that they're getting, and I usually try and strip that out if it's within the licensing or whatever. But it's actually a smart tactic for those companies. They're getting 15,000 links in 6 months.
Well, and if they give it away for free,
yeah,
then even if somebody just puts it on and forgets about it, no, I definitely. I don't know. I haven't come across anybody who's searching me out to see if I broke their licensing, but yeah, if you've got your.com, it's being stripped out of your code.
Absolutely.
If it's going to break it or anything, I'll leave it in the code and just do the 2 or 3 / just to block it out like I do comments and stuff. Yeah, you're not getting any free things from me.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, just sitting there. Awesome SEO plugins or awesome WordPress plugins. Give me a break.
Well, and my thing is that's typically how I find people that I talk to for clients. Is I'll go to a site and I look right at the bottom or pull up the sitemap or right click and start tearing apart the code. I want to see who built or who's doing your SEO.
Absolutely.
And it's always funny, man. It's the most horrific thing, but they've got 1,000 of these plugins that just have their little link in it somewhere, and it kills me, man. It kills me. I'm like, ugh. They are building your site really inexpensively to get them better ranking. Empowerment Network.
Yeah.
$25 will let you blog on a subdomain of our thing. Build us up as the authority.
Absolutely. I mean, great strategy for them. I mean,
brilliant.
Awesome.
Brilliant. I mean, if anybody wants to blog for $20 or $10, I got a platform for you. I'll open you up as an author on a site for us, and we can talk. Yeah,
we'll get it rolling.
Man, I love your location. That is so rustic, and then a badass picture of Slash.
It's true. I think this is real wood. I haven't investigated, but it looks like real wood. So got the Slash going. I got the everything going on. I got the bookshelf with the Rockstar Shrine right there. I don't know if you guys.
AC/DC. I see it. Awesome. Yeah, I've got up a bed sheet.
It's very, very nice.
Well, eventually, I'm either going to start buying some really funky shower curtains at Walmart so I can change it every day.
Dude, there's one that's it's like blood splatters and a knife or something and handprints. I'll have to send you the link. It's pretty sweet. Oh my God,
a crime scene. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's actually cool.
Well, it's either that or there's going to be some definite sponsorships in the back.
Absolutely.
People who love us and want to talk to people. I mean, there's services that I use virtually every day, especially with clients like like SpyFu and stuff like that. Those guys are actually a Phoenix, but I think they're in Scottsdale actually. A Phoenix company. I love those guys. And all the big industry dudes. I mean, that are, I should say, not all the big industry dudes. The ones who are solid companies that we know aren't just out there, pissing in the wind and trying to take your money every month.
Absolutely.
And that's some of the things that that we'll want to talk about. Are there SEO plugins that you would use? Are there SEO themes? Because I'm testing a couple of themes that are designed to boost SEO, and does the way they work really do anything, or
absolutely,
is the stripped down white blank the best, or is it what you put on it? Is content really king?
Yeah, the speed of the rate at which these plugins and stuff come out is actually so rapid that if people aren't aware of them, they just realistically people regenerate the same thing again and again and resell it, relabel it, when it's realistically something they could have got 5 years ago. So that's what I do too, is just install these things, test them, trial period, whether it's the same as something I got for free or I'm paying $100 a month for it, So it always happens. Somebody's selling something somebody's got out there for free, and it is what it is.
Oh yeah, no, that's and that's one of the things with I just saw in another group I'm at, and they're like, I saw this video being done, and I don't have the money for Camtasia and all of this stuff, and what can I do? And I went in and I said, well, I guess I'd be an ass if I didn't tell you, Google Hangouts.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's what I do. It's what I know. It's what I've always played with. I mean, from the screen sharing to now, I mean, we will, after today, we will have the Q&A option open, which will bring in any of the comments from YouTube, any of the comments from the events page.
That's awesome.
During the live hangout, any of that stuff. And I mean, literally, I want people to challenge us. I want you to type in that you think my hair looks stupid. I want you to tell me I'm fat, ugly, what SEO shit you've heard that you think is crap, or if what we say you've proven wrong. Challenge it. But I will say this. Be ready to prove it. So don't just be a dick and say, well, I heard, because that ain't going to fly. And
chances are if that happens, I'm going to read off the comments and just congratulate you on being the massive dick of the day.
You know what? We could get a T-shirt that just says that and give that away. I mean, I don't know if anybody would give us their address, but I was a massive dick of the day. I mean,
exactly.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
With our H1 tag that just says dick.
Perfect. You got to put that in an H1.
And to explain the H1tag.com, everybody has always said in SEO that your H1 tag's the most important thing. That's how it's going to feed you. Your H tags are most important. Backlinks are most important. Link diversity, anchor text diversity. There's so many things that are important, and like Byron said, there are like 200 pieces of the puzzle that have to come together.
It's true.
And just remember, guys, everything we talk about is black hat. Because Google says if you work SEO or you try to adjust their algorithms, you are black hat. There's no white hat or gray hat. SEO is considered black hat.
That's a very good point. I've always tried to explain that. I mean, to clients, I'm not just saying, okay, yeah, I'm black hat, but I've read those webmaster guidelines. You build any links that are artificial or you manipulate to try and rank. I mean, it is black hat, yet they also support SEO to a point, but they don't. So, anyone listening, if you think you're not gray hat or black hat if you're doing SEO, sorry, but you are. White hat SEO is a fairyland thing. So
Yeah, no, and I was talking with a potential client, and he was like, well, I kind of work with this person, and they are strictly white hat, and I said, well, then they are strictly ripping you off because
yeah, because they don't do anything.
they're sitting there collecting a monthly income and not doing anything. Then
Yep.
white hat means I do nothing, and we just let whatever happens in the world happen in the world. I said, but as soon as they put their name and a link to your site, or a name and a link to your site in a comment, that's unless they are specifically representing you, that's black hat.
It
And he
is.
was like, no. And I'm like, look, the Google Masters here,
Yep.
right here, it's highlighted. I have this one hot synced specifically for this argument. I'm like, so yeah, your SEO gurus that say, oh no, we work with white hat. No, you can't.
Yeah, yeah. And really, it's not illegal. Obviously, the only thing is they have the right to promote your site or devalue your site. That's the basics of it. So if they find out you're doing stuff that they don't agree with, which doesn't happen very often unless you're doing something really crazy, then they have the right to bump you down. So at the end of the day, there's white hat, black hat SEO, and then there's like black hat, where you're obviously doing it just to get a site up for payday loans and then leave in 5 days.
Burn and churn, baby.
Yep,
I like
burn and
those too. I have a bunch of them. No, it's I read something somewhere, and I forget exactly where it was, but it said Google is not a search engine. Google is an advertising agency.
Yeah.
And if you fuck with their money, they devalue what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're doing stuff that's pushing up a site that they can put AdSense on, or they can charge more for, the sidebar ads or the top ads, and they'll leave it alone. But soon as something starts to happen that takes away from them making a profit, you're in trouble.
It's true. It's true.
Look at videos. I'm a big video guy, and they're now saying that they're going to take the picture of the video off. So you're not going to see. Yeah, they're looking at taking away the thumbnail of a video so that you don't click on it more, because then they can, yes, it's still a video, and yes, it's ranking higher, but they know that if there's that thumbnail there, you're going to click on it. Well, they're charging less for the ads on the video because less people click the ad on the video.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something kind of in that similar mindset. I mean, the author images that were recently taken off. I mean, I had several local rankings for my local SEO terms and web design terms. I had my beautiful little face there, and now literally the traffic has reduced because my face isn't there. It still says, Byron Lee in the results, but it's not a picture of my face. So they're scrolling through. Even if I'm 5th on the first page, they'd see me click on it. It'll be the same effect. You're going to get less clicks, less traffic, to a point. So
well, and the update is there, and it's rolling out, and they're doing all these adjustments. But Google is also known to reverse what they've done after a few months, when they just go, oh, wow, that did not quite work the way we planned it. We punished, and there's a couple of guys like Derek Pierce. He says, if you look at some of the stuff that these guys are doing, Google is not able to go after an entire industry. So 1,000 guys out of 1,000,000 doing something that's black hat.
Yeah.
Is not going to impact the whole industry, and Google is not going to punish payday loans per se. They did, but as long as the payday loan guys kept doing, decent SEO work, they eventually are outpacing Google. Google's playing catch up every day.
Yeah, it's a reactive thing. It's like a lot of people think that, you do something wrong and Google doesn't let you get away with it. I mean, there's a very small percentage. You do something wrong, you do extreme black hat, you'll shoot right to the top, and then Google reacts to it. So it's that's why the churn and burn model works, is you bump up to the top, you get kicked out when Google finds it, and sometimes they don't find it for 6 months.
Yeah, well, and and you got a guy who's pulling in $10,000 a week.
Yeah.
Because he's number one, case in point, my e-cigarettes. You
Yeah.
know, e-cigarettes right now is the hottest damn thing, and if they've got money to dump into it, they're all fighting to the top.
Yeah.
Who is it? Greg Morrison. You know, he's got the #1 e-cigarette site. You know, and he's beating the manufacturers.
Yep.
He's raking in money, but he's also doing it the smart way. You know, he did it all behind the scenes, and once he took #1, he's sitting there.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually had an e-cig client, and we got some decent results for like some sub niches, but it's definitely tough. That's what you have to go after is like the little sub niches, like the green e-cigs or like the whatever models they are. I mean, I don't even remember the types anymore, but
marijuana.
Yeah. I mean,
Mary Jane, I don't promote drug use, but if you're going to get high watching us,
hey, that's a good idea. Maybe we should get high watching you.
Yeah. Oh, now that's a badass thing. Yeah. Oh, look at him. Look at him right there. I see him. He's smoking with us. Hey, I will tell you this. I was actually on a Google Hangout, and hey, I'll call them out. I will call them out. They were two gurus doing a launch, and on their WSO page on the Warrior Forum, they were smoking out, and they were in 2 different continents smoking out together, and we had I laughed my ass off. Brad Goss, you are a stud when it comes to doing some crazy ass shit.
Nice.
I got away from SEO for a minute, but that doing these crazy things for a company is what ends up getting you the media attention, builds up the backlinks.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It helps, and sometimes you got to go away from basic marketing. I've told clients before, restaurants, do a Google Hangout. You can do a live hangout from lunchtime hangout.
Yeah.
Jump on, or even just a YouTube video. Jump on during lunch every now and then. Show the kitchen as they're busy and everything, and just go, hey, come on down. I've got a fish place, local. I think you can sit 30 people in the entire restaurant. It's in a little strip mall. I get an SMS every day what their lunch special is.
Nice.
And I have not yet unsubscribed. Now, in every one of their messages, all it says is reply back, stop, and you'll never receive this message.
Yeah.
I haven't gone there in 3 weeks. I get them every day. I won't turn them off because they just are doing their social media shit right.
I actually set that up for like a local pizza joint in a city I used to live in. I mean, and this was 3 years ago. I found an SMS service, set them up with it, and they're like, man, because they serve like the high school crowd and lunch and everything, and they're like, our sales doubled. They're the only one in town that's doing it. It was a pretty small town, and they're sending out a text message to all these kids. The first time they sign up, they get like a free slice of pizza. Next thing you know, every day they're coming back and buying more. So pretty powerful.
And that is the craziest thing, that if these guys, and that's one thing, get out to your restaurants, especially your local ones, and here's a little thing for you. 5 p.m. on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is like crush you night for restaurants. They are dead. Send out at 5 p.m. a text message. Tell them to send a text message out to their customers saying, hey, don't worry about dinner. We've got it covered. Stop on in and take it home.
Yeah.
Moms and dads will be like, honey, don't even worry about cooking. I'm going to stop over at what's his name.
Yeah.
You just have to be reminded that offer's there.
It's true. It's true. Yep. It's just that exposure. I mean, like the video thing. I mean, imagine if a restaurant is doing live hangouts even every week. 99.9% of restaurants are not doing that whatsoever. So it's a free thing, and it's
hey,
you can impress
5 minutes of what you're making. Hey, we got this new drink. Make the drink in the video, post it up on YouTube, and tell every one of your customers that there's a reason that they're going to the channel or signing up.
Yeah.
And they will. I mean, think about if you have 300, 500 people show up in your restaurant in a day or a week, that they go. And you tell them, if you sign in and you go and like our video on YouTube, we'll give you the drink. of your choice.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you've got 1,500 views to a video on a cocktail. They're probably going to subscribe.
Exactly.
And now all of a sudden you're making a drink a day for a year. There are plenty of mixed drinks, you know. And then when the football games come, and you're like, hey, you know what? We got the Super Bowl of beers, and you put it in a bowl, and it's just, you know, draft beer with straws out of it. You know.
Well, you get the thumbs up on the videos and all that stuff. I mean, everything that in the YouTube ranking algorithm that helps get more exposure, and it's just a snowball thing. You know, you post one simple video, you keep getting the thumbs up. You know, you have 15 people maybe coming and get 15, 20 people get free drinks, then you have another 50 who buy the drink, and so, you know, beautiful thing.
And they're sharing it. You know, they share. You know, the guy. Here in Phoenix, you know, we got the Super Bowl coming up. If these restaurants, and I've talked to a few of them, start doing something beforehand, when these people visit the Super Bowl, they're going to be like, my God, I got to check out this restaurant because I've been following their, you know, promotions and their YouTube stuff, and I'm friends with them on Facebook. And hey, if you stop in and you show us your driver's license that you're out of town, we're going to give you $25 off your dinner.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden the guy's like, wow, I was going to buy, you know, dinner, which was $30, but I'm getting 25 for free. Oh, hell, I'm going to spend 100.
Exactly. And then you get
doubles.
10 times as many people coming in the door, and then next thing you know, they're completely packed wall to wall. It's just
and that's that SEO, local marketing, and all of that stuff that it just builds upon, you know, and I am passionate about video because it's so instant.
Yeah.
You know, because you can get that message out and people know, like, and love you faster than writing an article. I'm horrible with article marketing. I hate it.
Yeah, well, I
don't
think,
write well.
Yeah, and I can write, but it's like where an article comes in is if, you know, you have a video and that's your content and you supplement it with, you know, a couple paragraphs or a page or whatever, then, you know, there'll be that weird 5% of people that read the text, but everybody's going to click the video, you know. So
my text that I put on a page is strictly for Google.
Well, yeah.
I don't care. It's I came across an article, and it was funny. It was about SEO, and I read the article. There was a video at the top in this article, and then it had a next arrow with markings for like 5 more pages, and I was like, I am not reading 5 pages about this. And I backed out. I was like, forget it, man. That is way too much information. What is that, like 4,000 words? I'm like, damn.
It is. I mean, in 99, you know, that worked, but it's like, you know, you click a video now and you just watch a 2-minute video, it takes care of it. You know, you pack, I mean, just like pictures of 1,000 words or whatever, you know, you have a video and it's 1,000,000 words, you know, in 5 minutes instead of just reading through this giant wall of text. So.
Well, and you know, like these Google Hangouts, I mean, you and I are speaking.
Yeah.
And I know YouTube's little transcription service isn't perfect.
Yeah.
But hell, if they get 40% of what we say, we have said so many SEO-based words.
It's true.
That, you know, I bet you this Hangout is going to be moving up for some terms. And if we get the right titles for everything, we will rank extremely well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all I have to do is throw out sitemap, paragraph, heading, you know, URL, SEO plugin, and, you know, I just helped us a little bit. So.
You know what? I think that would be a great experiment.
It would, yeah.
Get a massive list of just SEO terms.
Yeah.
And read it extremely slow in a Google Hangout because they rank better.
Yeah.
And then just be like, and then search, you know, set up with one of these trackers all the terms that you used and your YouTube URL, and just see where that damn thing ends up falling.
301 redirect.
404.
Disavow list.
Holy shit, I think we just came up with something. Google Love.
Genius, I tell you.
That would be badass. Now, I am telling you, anybody who does it, I want to see your results.
Absolutely.
That's definitely some bad. Look, I ranked for 55 SEO terms with one video. Holy shit! With no backlinks. Yeah. Well, listen, Byron, I know you got some shit to do, man, and we're kind of winging dinging and letting people see that we have personalities.
Yeah.
What we're going to be doing, we're going to come up with a TV guide of episodes and shit like that. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It depends.
Yeah, I mean, I think keeping it at least somewhat theme will definitely do. We'll definitely be pulling up like the latest news and talking about that stuff. And also, I mean, Frank's got some crazy experiences. I got crazy experiences. I'm sure we're going to talk about if we have a client, call us up and all kinds of different stuff that comes up. I mean, every day I talk to like half a dozen clients, and there's some weird stuff. There's some cool stuff. So I'm sure we'll work all that in as well.
Oh yeah, well, and you have you have your training that you do with people who want to get into SEO and client getting, which is definite thumbs up, and that's one of the ways that you and I ended up kind of connecting was seeing your Facebook stuff and your promotion, and we started talking, which is why I know that you know your shit. And if nobody knows mine, just Google my name and hit any of the tabs in Google. You'll see shit that I've done in the past. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna cover everything, and if there's something that you want covered, hit us up in the Facebook group. We got more and more information is going to be going up on our website. We're going to be embedding this shit everywhere that we can, and I don't know. No, you got anything else you want to pitch out there, throw out there?
Just, we'll try, and we haven't worked out a frequency yet as far as like every day, really. I mean, I think you'll probably see us at least 2 to 3 times a week. Maybe increase that to every day. Just kind of see how it goes, and I've got a good vibe. I think everything's gonna go good. Like Frank said, I got the training. I'm actually doing a webinar tomorrow night. Maybe we can throw a link in or something. Just just basically taking my knowledge of working with 20, 30 clients at a time, and there's plenty of SEO to go around. Thousands of people can be doing SEO, and it's not like it's going to really hinder anybody else. So that's the beauty of it.
Well, and you're not in LA. I mean, you're not in California where you're going out and there's that plethora in your neighborhood. You're not making you sound like you're in the back hills of West Kentucky or anything. I mean, you're not in the
town. Yeah,
you're smaller town.
Yeah, it's Idaho. There's the town I used to live in had 2,000 people. I think this one's like 7, 8 in the whole valley area. So, I have clients here, but they're paying like minimal, and it's also like 3 or 4 clients. So national is where it's at. Everybody. I get clients from even international, Australia, back east, out west. It's just everywhere, and that's the beauty of online hangouts. I mean, we're reaching people in Antarctica if they're watching it. You know what I mean? So it's
I can guarantee this. I know that we have at least one person in Singapore. We have 2 people in Australia. We've got a couple of people in like Perth and Romania. I know this for a fact. I know because I'm going to make them watch this even if they don't want to.
Sweet.
Just so I can make sure I'm not a liar. But yeah, no, it's SEO and working from home or working online does not mean working with the guy across the street.
Exactly.
There are no limits to this, and cross boundaries, baby. Amazon can, and so can I.
Yep. Frank and I run very professional businesses. I mean, I am in a home office, but it's not like there's any degradation of like quality or anything. I mean, it's pride myself on, I tell the client, yeah, I have a home-based business, but it's 100% professional. I give you the truth and honesty, and so that's the beauty of an SEO business.
Well, and we will be doing this show from different locations at different times. Byron travels. I'm going to be traveling. I may even just go down the street to the dog park, let my dog run, and whip out the Hangout helper.
Hey, can you do it on your phone? Is that possible?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
you can't start the Hangout, but if I invite you, once you have that link that I gave you,
Yeah.
you can click that link on your phone, and especially if you have an Android, it should fire right up into your camera and audio and everything. And
Sweet. I'll have to figure out if Mr. Apple is compatible with.
yes, yes, they are.
Okay.
They weren't for a really long time.
Yeah.
That's one reason why I got my case with the kickstand and everything,
Oh,
is
sweet. I
I
like
could
it.
just put it down and wherever I want. And then I got my nifty phone clip,
Ooh,
so I
nice.
can put that on a tripod and shoot them if I want to. Yeah, we've had people join in their cars. I haven't done an airplane yet, but yeah, from the grocery store. So again, I mean, we're going to have fun. There's not going to be an excuse why we're not on,
Yeah.
and we both might not be on at the same time. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a fun process. I appreciate your time, Byron. I know you're busy, my man.
Hey, you too.
And we'll keep today short and sign off and say no disrespect, but to bring back a little Breaking Bad later, bitches, type
Sweet.
deal. All right, guys. Bye bye.